Bon après-midi l'Afrique du Sud, voici le rapport de sport en eNCA, il fait 16h49, vous êtes le bienvenu. Jon Rahm won his maiden Masters title and first ever green jacket, becoming the fourth Spanish golfer to accomplish the great feat. Rahm produced a superb 69, finishing 4 shots clear of Brooks Kopeka, who relinquished his lead from the beginning of the fourth and final round. Well, to unpack all of the highs and lows of the 87th Masters, I'm now joined by sports promoter Bruce Davidson this hour. Good afternoon, Mr. Davidson. Always great to be chatting to you. Sports, how special is it for Jon Rahm to win the most esteemed major in golf after dedicating the win to Spaniard and former two-time winner Seve Ballesteros?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me on the show. I think this was an amazing, first of all, an amazing Masters. I felt that it was full of drama. The weather played a big part in what was happening. The players came out on Sunday. Some had to finish round number 3 and then go into round number 4 and complete the tournament. We know that Jon Rahm wasn't a leader going into the final round. He played a strong, steady and complete performance to rally from 4 strokes down to win his first green jacket and a nice $3.24 million, which is always a pleasure. But I think what was special about it was the 40th anniversary of Seve Ballesteros, the great Spanish golfer's second Masters win. He's the 4th Spanish player to win the Masters. Sergio Garcia, Jose Maria Lafable, and Seve Ballesteros being the other 3. And I think that in itself was special. You know, only 7 Europeans have won the US Masters, and he's one of them. So a very, very special day for Jon Rahm. And I think also special that he returned to the world #1 ranking after that great win yesterday.
Indeed, Bruce, the victory is the 4th time a Spanish golfer wins the Masters, as you mentioned. But what does this say about the legacy of Spanish golfing on the world circuit and where they fare against the rest of the world?
We've always known that the Spanish golfing fraternity is a strong one. We know that the courses in Spain are amongst the best in Europe and some of the best in the world. And they've produced some great golfers. You know, we've spoken about 3 former Grand Slam champions, major champions. And of course, Jon Rahm now becomes one of the greats there. And you know, the Spanish sporting fraternity are so close. I read a very interesting tweet from Rafael Nadal, who just gave full praise to Jon Rahm. They just all support each other so much. I think this has done wonders for not only golf in Spain, but European golf. I mean, there's always been tension between the European and the United States. This is a major, and we know that the majors mostly are played in the USA. So for a European to win it and for a Spaniard to win it, I think it's fantastic.
I mean, as you said it, you know, Spain's 10th major, the 4th player to win the Masters, and of course, Jon Rahm's 2nd major win. What does the future hold for Rahm? He's been dominating the 2023 season so far, and he looks like the informed golfer.
He certainly does look like he's the informed golfer. I mean, he's just had such a solid year. This is his 4th win of the year of 2023. And, you know, having won now 2 majors, you know, puts him at another level. He's returned to world #1, so he's been world #1 twice. And I think that he's got the game that can really, you know, challenge the rest of them. You know, golf is funny. It's funny at the moment. It's not dominant. When Tiger Woods was dominating, you know, we've seen a change in the leaderboard concerning world rankings. There hasn't been really any dominant golfer. So I think Jon Rahm now has an opportunity to cement, and especially after those other 3 wins this year, he's certainly the informed player. And I think we're going to have a lot coming from him. I mean, he won by 4 strokes. It was a dominant win. He came into the day behind Brooks Kopeka, and it was a real tussle out there. And he held his composure, as I said, played a strong, steady, and complete round. And it's not easy. The Masters, Augusta is one of the most challenging golf courses in the world, and with all the crowds and the nerves, I really thought that he kept good composure, and that lends to a real champion. And I think there's going to be lots coming from him.
Thanks for that, Bruce. In closing, my final 2 questions. Where did it all go wrong for the South African contingent? And also, what did you make of Tiger Woods pulling out and Rory McIlroy not making the cut?
Well, that's going back to what I said earlier. The golf game is at the moment quite unpredictable. It was a pity that Tiger Woods had to pull out. We know that, funny enough, that's Rafael Nadal. He's just calling me now from Monte Carlo. So I think that, so for South Africa, it was very important that that we had presence. But, the highest South African was Charles Schwartzel tied at number 50. Louis Oosthuizen had to pull out like Tiger Woods, which was very sad. McIlroy just didn't have a great Masters. So it's just one of those incredible Masters. But I thought the golf was great. All those players that came in the top 10 or 15, I thought played excellent golf. And they mastered the weather conditions. And I really did think that it was an excellent tournament, one of the better ones. And I liked the way that they managed the weather conditions. That golf course is amazing. The first day, the greens were playing so tricky. You really had to be on top form to win this year.
All right, thank you very much for that, Bruce. We don't mind you saying hello to Rafael Nadal. Probably he can give us an exclusive right here on eNCA. But thank you very much for your insights. That's a sports promoter, Bruce Davidson, just speaking about the 87th Masters. That was won by Jon Rahm at the weekend, becoming the 4th Spaniard to win the Masters, of course, and a great victory for the in-form golfer.